Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today I want to talk about the amazing gaming revolution that Microsoft and Xbox are bringing to gamers all around the world. Um, this has a lot to do with stuff about Activision, EA, Battlefield 2042, just a lot of stuff that's been happening lately in the gaming world, and to see a company like Xbox, Microsoft being able to effectively reach out and claw back all of that fun and deliver that to players all around the world, so that we can just get in and play what we want to play and enjoy and experience these games with a really low cost barrier to entry. It's really a breath of fresh air in the gaming community, in the gaming world in general. And so, if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's unpack this a minute, okay? Let's really dive deep into this. A lot of this is brought on, uh, by 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 Battlefield. To be completely honest with you, um, I they put out a tweet today. Let me find it because I want to read that to you. I want you to kind of understand a little bit about this. I want to read this, and we're gonna dive into this, and I'm gonna give you my thoughts on what's really going on, and why Microsoft is such an amazing company for doing what they are doing, with Gamepass and with game preservation and all the things that they're doing to really make gaming a central pillar, like these days. Because growing up, when I did, we used to be able to play games and play them for a long time, and it was fun. And nowadays, it's just all right. Let me read this real quick, and then we're gonna like really dive deep into this and really focus on this the best I can today. Uh, we all know Battlefield 2042 is all right, is already out. So Battlefield briefing, launch update, and the road ahead. No Pats. It's only been a few days past our global launch, and there are already millions of you playing Battlefield 2042. We're happy to see so many of you back on the battlefield, almost twice as many at this point as our last release. So, first, thank you to all of you. How you're playing and what you're creating in the game is amazing and beyond our expectations. We're also listening closely to your feedback, which is helping shape the updates to come. So, let me give you, like, Battlefield is probably the most unfinished, content lacking Battlefield experience that we've ever had. Like, there's no campaign. It's missing over 100 features that are normally standard in these games, and it's cut down so small that when you buy this, if you play it, you literally get like two modes throughout the whole game, and then a build your own game thing that through Portal, which a lot of us were like, whoa, that's going to be really cool. But yeah, it hasn't turned out to be that experience whatsoever. All right, we couldn't be more passionate about the game, and we will be supporting it and evolving it for years to come. We have confirmed at least two major game updates in coming weeks, and we'll be here communicating consistently about the changes we are making. As well as new content coming to Battlefield 2042, the teams across the globe are working 24/7 to evolve and deliver improvements to the game. Since launch, we made a number of service updates that have improved server performance, as well as the vaulting and restoration of content performing in line with our designs. We also want to give you the assurance that we are carefully evaluating your desire to see legacy features return. End of match scoreboard, server browser, and features like voice chat are are big topics for for us to cover all at once. Like basic standard stuff that's been in every single Battlefield since the day they launched. Like seriously, guys. Um, and we have plenty that we want to say, and we have plenty that we want to say around them. But we'll come back to that when we have things that we can show to you, including details about our long-term vision for certain features and functions. They basically just said, "Hey, man, like we haven't really put this stuff in the game, and like we'll get back to you when we feel like it. You know, I mean, like this is them literally admitting they sold you an empty shell of a game, and then they want you to just wait until they get around to it, and then they'll talk to us when they get a chance. Now let's focus on what's coming. We'll be delivering update number 2 for the game on Thursday. Okay, there's no update. There's no information on what this update's going to bring. Thursday, November 25th, followed by a further substantial update number 3 in early December. Again, no information on what is coming in that. We are also working on another update that we are looking to deploy in advance of the holidays too. In addition to the updates that are coming, we'll also be sharing more about Season 1 in early 2022. Maybe January, maybe February. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so you just heard that. They basically have. I mean, that sounds pretty non-committal to me for the most part. Um, they didn't go over anything that's expected to be coming in any of these 3 updates before the holidays. Why didn't they just finish this game and put it out when it was done? They rushed this game to the front in a somewhat playable manner to get our money. When I from now on, now when I hear stuff like early 2022, my mind goes right back to Cyberpunk 2077, and I'm literally still waiting for my next gen upgrade that was supposed to be there at the beginning at early 2021, and then oh well, we had to push it to the second half of 2021, and now it's 2022, early 2022. I paid full price for that game day one. I had already had my Xbox Series X. I wanted to play the next gen version. I was pretty excited about it. And then to come to find out, it's a broken, buggy mess that like literally there was such a long extended period of time where you could literally get all of your money back. It didn't matter if you beat the game or how many hours you put into it, you could get your money back. I stuck with it and I kept the game, and I'm still waiting for my next gen upgrade. The fact that EA and DICE put this game out and charged us full price for this, and then they still don't even have an actual roadmap of what we can expect in the future. That thing there didn't say anything about any kind of stuff that we would be expecting. No team deathmatch, no freaking, nothing, nothing, no other modes. You literally get freaking you literally get 2 modes in your game: conquest and freaking and not rush, but breakpoint, or yeah, you get 2 modes, 2 freaking modes, and then that portal thing, and then hazard. Like nobody's gonna play hazard. Like I don't think anybody cares about that mode. Like I played it for like 10 minutes and I was like, nope, I don't want nothing to do with this. That was pretty dumb. You're literally in the whole map, running to little place, and then trying to. Oh gosh, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. I have no desire to play that ever again. But that's what I'm saying. Like these games are coming out, they're broken, they're buggy, they're messy, they're missing features, all of that stuff. I mean, with Cyberpunk 2077 too. So let's get back to what this was about. The amazing value that Xbox brings to its gamers with actual freaking content and games. For $15 a month, you can play hundreds of games, literally hundreds of them. You're not forced into some game that you got to wait 2 years or a year before you can start enjoying. By the time I get to experience Cyberpunk 2077 the way it was intended for me to play it, is going to be well over a year past launch. Well over. Well over a year past launch that I put my money out there, that I paid for full price, and then I'll finally get the experience. Battlefield 2042, when will I get to experience the complete game? I don't know. I paid $100 for it. I do not know. I'm at a point where I don't even know what to expect for the rest of the. I don't even know what they're bringing to the game. Like I don't even know what to expect. I mean, They could be like, oh well, we're gonna add team deathmatch and scoreboards, and there you go, guys. Have a good day. You got your portal mode. It's so vague. I don't even know what to expect for that purchase. This is getting worse and worse with these greedy AAA multi-billion-dollar companies like EA and Activision and now Sony. Yeah, Sony gets to be in that club too now. I mean, at least they put out fully finished games that are like really good. So I mean, it's like, oh man, I mean, it's a slippery slope. Well, okay, no, I can't really say that because we did get Returnal for 70 freaking dollars, and there's no way that game was worth $70. No way. We got Ratchet and Clank. I still don't think that's worth $70. 60 bucks, whatever. I mean, I'm fine with that. We still got Ghost of Tsushima, like a 3 hour upgrade, a 3 hour content pack with Japanese lip sync and like little and it's starting to feel like the more that these big like the big pillar of Sony and EA and Activision and Ubisoft. Oh, Ubisoft, I'm not gonna put Ubisoft in that crowd yet because they deliver more than enough content for me to get my money's worth on all their games, and it's actually content I enjoy playing. So I'm not going to give Ubisoft that hard of a time, but I am kind of a little irritated with their whole free to play thing. But honestly, if it's free to play and it delivers that experience that I like when Ubisoft games, like I'm probably not going to care. Like I'll probably be okay with it for the most part. I mean, if it's free to play and I don't got to pay for it and I get to continue to explore big open worlds, like I don't necessarily think I'm going to care too much, to be completely honest with that. But when it comes to like EA, Activision, and Sony now, wow, man, wow, buddy. And then you look at Microsoft over here on the other side, and Microsoft delivering like, hey, man, don't worry, man. If you pay us $15 a month, we are going to make sure you have something to play. We are going to deliver more than enough games for you to play. And these are pretty good games, man. Like Scarlet Nexus, I paid full price for that game. It's freaking awesome. It was pretty freaking good. Forza Horizon 5 free to play. Okay, man. Like I paid $100 for that. That game's great. Like I love it. It's probably one of the best games I've ever seen. Best looking games I've ever seen. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Like that might not be for everybody, but that's a pretty freaking cool game to play. And they just dropped another big content update for that. That's free to play. Like I didn't have to pay any money for that. I got an F-18 Hornet. And trust me, I've already paid like $40 for one plane on this game. So to get the F-18 Hornet for freaking free, I was like, ooh, and all those racing planes, dude. Yeah, that's a pretty substantial upgrade for a game that you don't have to pay money for. I bought it. I think it was what was it? It wasn't even like a $60 game. It was like $45 or something to buy that game. Like $45 to buy that game. Um, Gosh, what else have like Xbox and now you can have Xbox Cloud. Okay, you don't even need to go out and buy a new Xbox Series S or an X because now you can just stream next gen games to your base Xbox. And I put out a video showing you just how amazing that actually works. Like it's actually really good. I felt really good about that. And the fact that they dropped Halo Infinite multiplayer free to play, and it is a far more engaging game than what either Battlefield or Call of Duty has put out this year. And those games are freaking full price, like 60, $70. Not $60, $70. You have to pay $70 so that you can get your dual entitlement for a game that, like, dude, if you got a next gen console, do I get a code so I can give it to my friend that has a base console still? No, you get dual entitlement for two consoles that you don't even really need because, like, seriously, like, why would you need that? And it's that way on the PlayStation 5 as well. Like you don't get any perceivable value for that. None whatsoever. You're basically buying a cross generation game for $10 more on the next gen platform. Like only Sony, only PlayStation and their infinite wisdom of greed could come up with something like that. Oh yeah, I got an idea, man. Well, yeah, you're gonna make it look next gen. Oh yeah, don't worry about it, man. We'll let you charge them an extra $10 for that. We'll just we'll say they get a just in order to make sure you get your $70, we'll tell people that are on base consoles that, yeah, man, you got to buy the other one because we know you're going to upgrade to PS5 and you want to be able to take advantage of that. So yeah, you better give us your $70. They were doing that at the beginning of the console generation. Guess what, man? Everybody that paid their $70 and didn't get a next gen console, dude, what a bunch of suckers, huh? They all bought that game expecting to be able to get a PlayStation 5, and oh my gosh, it's a year later and they're still trying to get a PlayStation 5. Well, guess what? Dang it, the new Call of Duty's out and the old one's no good no more. They're not even going to download that new one to play it when they eventually get a PlayStation 5. Like, why would they? It's Call of Duty, man. It's made to be played for a year and then forgotten. Right? That's pretty smart, man. Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Charge them that extra $10, man. Yeah, we'll give them their dual entitlement. We'll let them play on a PlayStation 4 now, and then next year or whenever they can maybe get a freaking PlayStation 5. Yeah, then they can download the other copy. Come on, man. Seriously, if it's made on a freaking PlayStation 4, it should be PlayStation 4 price straight across. Next gen only games, yeah. You want to charge me $70 for those? Charge me $70 for them, whatever. They better be freaking amazing. But no, they're not. You get Returnal. Or you get Ratchet and Clank, a kid game, a 10-hour kid game for 70 freaking dollars. Wow, man. Wow. A remastered old game for $70. You want to play the new Spider-Man and get the old Spider-Man upgraded? $70, man. $70 for a $30 DLC and a $20 and yeah, dude, it's like they're charging you $40 to upgrade that. That's so bad. You want 3 hours of you want 3 more hours of freaking Ghost of Tsushima? Yeah, give us $30, man. We'll give you Japanese lip sync in an American game. You want more? Like that's what I'm talking about. You got Sony, Activision, all these other bigger companies that are out there milking, nickel and freaking diming you. But then you got Xbox. They're like, hey man, just give us $15. I guarantee you will have freaking content. I guarantee we'll ship you more. We'll get you content. We'll get you. We're going to bring you all of our first party games day and date on the service. You don't have to pay anything additional. If you want some early access for some of those like Forza Horizon 5, yeah, man, you can pay $45 and still be able to play that game. That I mean, you can help support the developer, whatever. If you want like the DLC packs or everything, you want Halo multiplayer, it's free to play, man. You don't even got to have Game Pass or Gold. We're just gonna make sure you have something to play this holiday because you're gonna be waiting a while for them to fix your Battlefield and Call of Duty games. That's what I'm talking about. That's why Xbox is gonna win this freaking generation. That word of mouth, that instant freaking gratification and value that you get for having Game Pass, and the fact that you can now just click on the cloud and start streaming on your console, and it'd be better than the base Xbox One from last generation. Technically, it's even a little bit better than Xbox One X too. I mean, you're not going to get the 4K, but you are definitely going to get a locked 1080p at 60 frames a second. 60 frames a second on almost everything you play. That is an amazing value. You don't even have to buy a next gen console to start getting next gen features. Oh, you want those next gen features on your PlayStation 5? Yep, you got to pay for those. And guess what else you got to pay for? You got to pay $70 for that experience. They are nickel and frickin' diming you. And Xbox is literally being like, hey man, thanks for just being a part of our ecosystem. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. You got an Xbox One, a base Xbox One? Don't worry, man. Don't worry. I know that our systems, our newer consoles are hard to find right now. We're going to bring you xCloud. We're going to make it so you can play these games at a better frame rate and at a locked 1080p, something that we couldn't deliver fully on the Xbox One. We're going to make sure you have that to hold you over until we can deliver your next gen experience. Xbox is knocking it out of the freaking park, man. Knocking it out of the park. So much better word of mouth, man. So much better word of mouth. Even the Sony ponies, the little fanboys, are so up in arms. They're so mad about it. And they're literally out there making content telling you, no, man, don't buy Game Pass. Who wants to rent their games when they can buy Battlefield Unfinished for $70 and wait 2 years for them to finish it? They're literally making those kind of videos to tell you that Game Pass is no good when Xbox is like, hey man, you want Halo multiplayer, yeah, free to play. You don't even have to have Game Pass or Gold to play that. Let that sink in for a minute. If that was a Sony game, trust and believe you'd be paying $70 just for that multiplayer experience. So, yeah, that's my rant for today. That's all I have to say, really. I mean, we could go on and on and on and on about this, but I mean, I'm just going to leave you one little tidbit. Like, apparently, Sony's in the whole discrimination thing now too. You know, you got Activision. I'm pretty sure EA's going to be there soon. You already got Ubisoft. Now you got Sony. Sony, really, dude? You guys are being mean to your women. Really, man? You don't want to pay them as much as the guys. Let me tell you how important women are in the gaming community that make games. I don't know if you've ever heard of Amy Hennig. She's the one that writes like Uncharted, one that wrote Uncharted and Legacy of Kain and all of these amazing games that we've played over the years. Yeah, dude, without women like her, our games would just be a bunch of freaking like tank top women running around doing. So yeah, dude, like trust me, I'm thankful that there's women that are there writing the stories and building these games because they're amazing. They have amazing imaginations. Just, I mean, probably better than most of the men out there that are in there. Like, you get what I'm saying. If you're a guy, if you're a guy, you know what I'm talking about. Like, our brains are kind of a little weird sometimes. We're good at building stuff and doing all that stuff, but women, they're really good with vocation. They're really good with all that other stuff. So we definitely need them. And if Sony, if you're really treating your women like that, dude, that really sucks because hey man, Xbox will take him, and we know how much talent Sony's got. So it'd be a shame to see him lose all that talent to Microsoft. Then who are they going to compete with? But yeah, Xbox, you're knocking out of the park, dude. Thank you so much. I really appreciate everything that you've done for the gaming community and helping claw back all that fun that these blood-sucking, greedy companies have been stealing from us for years now. This is an amazing time to be a gamer, an amazing time to be an Xbox gamer. So if you like this content, you thought this was great, hit that like, hit that subscribe, show some support for this channel, help me grow, and I'll keep making this content. And if you want to support financially, you can either join my channel, or you can jump on Patreon. There's a link in the description on this, and you can support me that way too. Trust me, all the money that you guys give will be going right back into buying cool ass video games so that I can bring you more content. So have a good day. With that, I'll see you guys in the next one.